A very good day to all my listeners all across the globe. Welcome back to my podcast, which is George Nathaniel. And this is George Nathaniel for you. As I always do, I come back with very simple and relevant topics that relates to all of you. Topics where we talk about experiences, topics that we share about progress, topics that builds happiness and wellness in life. Well, what is my topic for today? My topic for today is learn to lead and lead to learn. Well, learning is the biggest inspiration that we need to drive in all our course of life. And learning is something that is ongoing. Learning is something that is continuous all along every moment of our life. And when we look at life, or when we talk about life, or when we talk about learnings over any course of life, it's very, very important for us to align. It's very, very important for us to synchronize. It's very, very important for us to adapt. So when we are able to accomplish this, we learn to lead. And in the course of leading, we lead to learn. So, listeners, as we know, there is no such thing as complications or toughness or the impossible in life. Those just go with unnecessary clutter over things. What is important is understanding the simplicity of things, understanding our abilities, understanding our doables, and most importantly, working towards grooming, working towards building new benchmarks in our life. Well, when we relate to learn to lead or lead to learn to lead or lead to learn is simple responsibility for action. There's a wise saying, something that each one of us grew up hearing about, or each one of us already knows. So this will actually come as music to your ears. There's a wise saying that everyone says, an old oak tree was once a nut. Yes, that strong oak tree was once a nut. And I'm sure it cracked a lot of codes to grow strong. It cracked a lot of nuts to grow to what it is today. It cracked a lot of nuts to be as strong of what it is today. Well, there's always a beginning or there's always a first time to things. So it's important for us to learn. It's important for us to lead. And it's always important for us to come back to learn to lead or lead to learn. It's all about responsibility and responsibility over action. And there's no such thing as ultimate knowledge or tidings around life. What is important for us is over a course of learning to lead or while we lead to learn, it's just a compilation of learnings to come up with our best. It's a compilation of experiences over the course of things. Well, there are a few aspects that we can consider. So when I say few aspects, I would bring it down to three simple aspects. Well, I would say freedom of belief is very, very important. Communicated action is very important. And we need to trust the eye and ear over accomplishments. So if we believe in our freedom of action, if we are able to communicate clarity, and if we trust our endeavors, we will definitely find our course in life. I know all these things are very good saying, and somebody might just say, welcome to reality. Well, all these things are a part of reality. If we do not prepare over course of things, then how can we ever face reality? So when we look at life, when you look at our personal lives, our professional lives, our wellness in life, our contribution in life, and when we look at this particular topic, learn to lead or lead to learn, well, what are the few takeaways that we need to understand? Well, for starters, we need to understand that life is not about a shopping list or not about a luxury statement, but life is building a wealth basket filled with all wellness. And when we talk about building our wealth basket, what all can we fill in our basket of wealth? Well, what is important for us to understand is what are we doing with our life? That is the most basic. And we need to fill our wealth basket. The next is we need to understand how committed are we in life? Are we growing with time? Are we synchronizing along time with opportunities, with our achievements? Where do we see ourselves tomorrow? What are we doing to achieve newer goals, achieve newer landmarks? Well, how are we making the best of things today? If we are able to compile all of this in our well basket, well, we are getting somewhere in life. We're getting somewhere where we are learning to lead our lives much, much more happier. And we are leading our lives over learnings. So that ensures bigger success in life. What ensures bigger success in what we want to do in life. So it's very, very important to build individually. It's very, very important to value what we do. It's very, very important to contribute a meaning in our lives. So learn to lead or lead to learn has more aspects as well, based on our own priorities in life, based on all our priorities or our goals. So when we sit down and when we relate, we know when we consider, reconsider, evaluate, re-evaluate, it's very, very important for us to understand that yes, are we living our life? Are we cultivating wellness for ourselves? And are we leading a sustainable life? Or are we leading a sustainable lifestyle? So when we are able to reason, when we are able to understand, that is when we are evolving towards betterment. And remember, when I started this podcast, I said a proverb that a wise man told us a long time. An old oak tree was once a nut. So when we talk about the old oak tree, what we need to understand is it extends its branches similar to its roots. And that is how it balances life. So we need to understand that we need to build our wellness in life. We need to be rooted in life. We need to build a vision in life. We need to build our skills to meet that vision in life. And most importantly, what we need to understand is we need to build a sustainable lifestyle. So listeners, like I say, we need to be very simple in our approach. We need to be very clear in our vision. And we need to understand that we need to inspire our drive over every new day. So learn to lead is about leading our lives every day. Learn to lead is about learning our experiences every day. How we can better things along every new day. Leading to learn is as we take new steps in life, so newer goals, newer benchmarks, there are learnings, there are new experiences that can always be used towards future goals, future efforts. So it's very, very important for us to spend that precious time for ourselves and understand how we can better our life over happiness, how we can better our lives over bigger achievements, how we can share or how we can contribute more towards wellness all across life. I hope you like listening to this podcast that is Learn to Lead, Lead to Learn. This is George Nathaniel. I also have my blog website which is georgenathaniel.net. My podcast is available across all platforms. Come and listen to my podcast. I've opened up a remark column so you can come and put in a remark, give me your feedbacks, put in your suggestions, put in your request, what you want me to talk about or share about. I'll be more than happy to talk about it or share experiences that I have learned along my course of life. I wish each one of you all happiness and wellness in life. Keep sharing happiness, keep spreading the joy, and most importantly, let us build values in life. Thank you so much. This is George Nathaniel.